Hi everyone, how's it going? I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
And I'm Zero, and today in Anime Reaction, watch the 24th
and
final episode of Bungou Stray Dogs.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 24th and final episode of Bungou Stray Dogs, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comments section, because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, on this episode of Bungou Stray Dogs, we actually very quickly wrap up the fight between Atsushi Akutagawa and Fitzgerald. Which I was a little surprised that they didn't drag it on a little longer than they did.
But at the same time, I'm thankful.
Yeah, basically, you know, they all go superpowers, and then Fitzgerald owns them for a second, and then
Ultimate team up attack.
Yeah, ultimate team up attack.
Attack.
And by the way, we totally called it.
Sort of.
Partially.
So we thought that Akutagawa was going to let Atsushi use the full version.
He should have.
He should have. I would have liked to see that, but maybe a little bit later in the series, perhaps.
Maybe.
But what ends up happening is, to make the final attack, he wraps Atsushi's arm with it and makes a giant fucking fist.
Literally. Wraps
Giant.
up that fight.
Yep.
Wraps up the fight and prevents the giant dicking.
Yep.
But, yeah, so, yeah, basically the fight's over.
Sends...
Fitzgerald ends up passing out on the side of the ship and falls. And I don't think we've seen the last of him.
No. But, of course, Atsushi freaks out because...
He's like, no, the console!
Fitzgerald had the console.
And of course, Akutagawa.
Nope.
Calm down.
Wrong. I stole it from him on the last. I stole it from him on the last attack, and I'm sitting there going, "Why didn't you press the fucking button then, dumbass?"
And I'm sitting there going, "Why didn't you do that in the first place then?"
Right. Anyway, so crisis averted, or is it?
Bum bum bum. Then Laughing Man. I mean. What?
I was just about to say that. And then Laughing Man shows up.
Pretty much.
You mean Dead Mouse? I mean...
Dead Mouse. Yeah, he who will be named later in the episode goes to eat Hacksaw and hijacks Moby Dick.
Basically, they introduce a new villain because I think they're pushing for a season 2.
Probably. They're downright shoving at this point.
Right. But yeah, he hacks into Moby Dick and takes over the dick. And attempts to dick the city once more.
A remote dicking.
Remote dicking.
And so they go down to the control room and they attempt to get back control, but that doesn't work.
Meanwhile, Dazai somehow Dazai connected the comms from Moby Dick to Kyoka's
drone thing.
Plane, and she overhears everything, and after deciding she's going to do something about it, drives the plane into the dick.
So she's literally trying to cock block it from fucking over Yokohama.
Pretty much.
But in the process, obviously, she is going to sacrifice herself because she's chained to said drone.
Yeah. So she flies into the deck. The three escape, which is Atsushi, Akutagawa, and
Herman Melville.
Yeah, Herman Melville. They all escape and parachute to safety. And oh no, Kyoka's dead. And the dick crashes into the harbor, just missing the bridge.
Back to the ocean from whence it came.
Yeah.
The dick gets wet. Anyway.
We really need to cut this out.
It's not. There's still 2 more dick jokes to make.
Yeah.
And so they, the 3 that parachuted out, They swim to a random dock where, of course, Dazai and the boss are there to greet them.
Of course, that one dock.
Yes, that one dock.
Dazai.
Yeah, Dazai. But, of course, Atsushi is crying over Kyoka, and then they reveal their master plan, which is the fact that the boss's ability only works on his subordinates. And in the last moment before the plane crashed into the whale, she passed the test and became a full-fledged member of the agency. Therefore, his ability worked. His ability is the ability to let people have better control over their own abilities.
So guess who got control over demons now?
Yep. Cut herself free and then escaped. So Kyoka's fine.
Yahoo! If Kyoka dies, we riot.
I would have been legitimately pissed if they killed her off right there.
I actually wouldn't have minded because it would have given some emotional stuff.
No.
And it would have given me a little bit of hope that everything that Dazai has done has literally been pulling shit out of his ass.
I guess it would have been nice to have a Planet Dazai's fail.
Not necessarily fail, but at least a Planet Dazai's where, something wasn't 100%. It was a plan that he needed to calculate a casualty.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the problem here is that we're only seeing in the middle of a story, because obviously they're setting up something more. So perhaps it's not the time yet to have his plans come up short. That's kind of what I think.
Yep. But we are alluding to that fact.
There was a very funny scene right after that with Akutagawa and Dazai.
Oh my god.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, basically Akutagawa's asks for acknowledgement.
And Senpai finally notices him.
You've become so strong.
Bruh.
Just pass out.
All right, well, while he's passed out, we're going to go ahead and...
Just like with Curia. Just left him there.
And then we kind of get... The second half of the episode is more on the hopeful side.
Sort of a feel-good epilogue for all three factions, actually.
We get to see... We first start off with Ango overseeing the containment of Major Dickus in the harbor.
He's in charge of pulling it out.
Yeah, because it looks like the
It looks like a fucking island or a giant dome in the middle of the harbor.
And as that's happening, he is talking to Mr. Herman, the guy for
the writer of Moby Dick.
Yeah.
The writer, not writer.
Yeah.
But both. In this case.
I guess.
Yeah.
But by the way, sorry to interrupt, but I did want to point out that Yokohama is a major fucking port city.
Yeah, so a big old obstruction like a gigantic
right
whale
in the middle of the shipping lanes.
Oh, always.
So obviously that's going to be priority number one. Got to get the dick out of the harbor.
What a dick.
One more dick joke.
They have to literally pull a dick move.
One more. So
there's always one more. So we have to ask you: Do you think that we talk about penises too much, or just enough? Not enough.
Not enough. I don't know.
At least for this show.
For the story arc in general. I mean, come on. You gotta let loose.
It's too easy.
It is too easy. It's right there.
As Ango is expressing his discomfort and dealing with the situation to Mr. Herman, who is sitting on a bench just off screen for a little bit, says how he's probably not going to be sleeping much and blah blah blah, and then turns to Herman and was like, "But you could totally make that easier by coming with us.
Well, I think more he wants information about the guild.
Yeah.
And which members were involved in all the shit, which members weren't really involved. That way they can charge accordingly.
Arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it turns out Herman Melville was that previous leader of the guild.
2 generations ago.
Dang.
I mean, that motherfucker's old.
Right?
Explains the magnificent beard. Magnificent.
But as they walk away, Herman brings the dick back
In a smaller, more portable form. It's so cute.
It's not hard yet.
No. But it's just so cute. Just kind of, flopping around.
Yeah. Baby dick just flying around there.
So it's so ethereal looking. It's like it's not even there.
As they walk off to take care of their business.
Then we get Atsushi bringing Kyoka to the agency, to the agency's office.
That should be the end of the dick jokes. Should be. Continue.
I'm sure we can erect one more.
We can cram one more in there.
Anyway, so
Don't bite it.
Atsushi takes Kyoka to the agency where they have a surprise welcome party. Yeah, basically it's just a party, which they use for most of the ending credit scenes. Kyoka's adorable.
Oh my goodness.
The background is weird.
The background, actually, you should watch that scene and then just look for the funny background events.
Just listen for
them. Yeah, that's the big thing.
Well, there are some that you have to look for, but definitely listen for them too.
Because there's just some hilarious stuff going on in the background.
You see it in our reaction. We're like, oh, okay, a party over here.
I forgot what Glass's face is.
Kunikita.
Yeah, one of the first scenes is him calculating all the costs for this party. Like,
and then the Kiki sadistic doctor chick. Let's forget her name. Come on, let's drink all night, Kunikita. Kunikita. Please no.
Yeah.
You hear whipping sounds in the background. When,
oh dear God.
Yeah, when they found out Atsushi kind of beat those poor defenseless women. Well, I forgot about that for a second. So, part of the thing in the party is that Atsushi goes up to, God, I forget her name. The secretary and... Yeah, the secretary and the Brocon. Yeah, and the Brocon. And he apologizes for what he did when he was under Q's ability. And they're like, oh, you can't get hung up on things like that when you work here. Little things like that when you work here. And then the what's her name's brother shows up behind Atsushi. Oh, I didn't hear about this.
The fuck you do?
What a good brother. And proceeds to beat Atsushi's ass.
Yeah.
Along with probably some other people on the team.
Oh, well, with the webs, crazy doctor lady was involved.
Somebody got involved.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's hilarious.
I'm sure everybody got involved.
Forefront of what was going on during that, Poe.
Yeah.
Poe shows up.
Yeah, so Edgar Allan Poe shows up, wanting to speak with
Rampo.
Yeah, with Rampo because he has another piece of work for Rampo to solve, I guess. And basically, they're just like, yeah, come on in, join the party.
Pretty much.
But I mean, you're asking Edgar Allan Poe to join a party. Think about that. And his reputation. Well,
I know that there was a joke. I know that there was a joke at some point in time about you're as bad as Edgar Allan Poe at a party. I was fairly certain I heard that joke before somewhere.
What, he'll charm your girl out of your arms and give her tuberculosis?
I don't know.
Just like he does with everything else.
Like his cousins.
There's a reason why he was such a morose person.
and why he wrote such depressing shit.
Yeah, not a pleasant biography to read through.
Yep.
But yeah, as it turns out, he's, one of those people who's just content on sitting on the side of the party. I'm sure you know how that
His raccoon,
feels.
however.
This raccoon is the center of attention.
Everybody has to pet it. More dick
No more
jokes.
dick.
No!
Does not count.
But I have to insert some more dick jokes here.
Especially when Kyoka's holding it.
Right?
And that day, all the dick jokes were told.
We also... Hey! Don't be digging that way.
This is awkward, though.
Not to my crotch. And then we go over to the guild side, where we get to see...
Louisa May Alcott, I think.
Mark and John.
Yeah, Mark Twain, John Steinbeck.
Yeah.
We get to see them over at the docks, talking about what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Basically, there's turbulence in the guild. There's
A lot of infighting.
They call it
faction.
insurgents.
There we
Yeah.
go.
That was the word
That's a
I was
good
looking
word,
for.
yeah.
Because obviously they don't have a leader anymore, so that's gonna be a
Yeah,
problem.
there's a lot of infighting now.
John decides that he's going to stay back and deal with the insurgency.
Twain's going to be Twain and go off and do his own thing.
And What's-Her-Face is going to go look for Francis.
There you go.
And then Cthulhu is just going to go back to the ocean
sleep.
and
I love that. Yeah, Lovecraft just walks up like nothing happened. Where are you going?
To sleep.
Bloomp.
I know the feeling.
And then just the perfect line. What is he?
No, the perfect faces. You see Louisa and Mark Twain's face is like, the hell?
What is he?
Well, rejoice there, overbearing enthusiast. Your Lovecraft lives.
Waiting to be summoned in season 2.
True fact.
Cthulhu. The target. Cthulhu. The target.
But as we continue on with that, as you said, DK, we are left off with Dazai walking up to a museum.
I forgot about the part with
With the O
the
guy.
mafia first.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Well, in a way, that kind of extends to Dazai and
Yeah,
the old monocle Joan.
but yeah, so we have Ogai and God, I forget the red
Kyoya, I think? Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyoka's mother.
Well,
Mother.
yeah, her mother.
Mother figure.
and then the guy who really hates Dazai,
Kyoya. Oh, no, that's his name. It's Kyoya. Never mind.
Kyoya, and whatever. The people,
Gravity Dude, other Snow Demon Girl, and
Mafia boss.
Mafia boss.
Yeah, and they briefly discuss why the other snow demon lady never broke out, which is basically the fact that Dazai, way back when she first got captured, was like, I have a plan to rescue Kyoka. What was that, like 6 episodes ago? 7 episodes ago? 8 episodes ago? Right after the flashback?
Pretty almost.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, they make Dazai's planning a little bullshitty.
They stretch it out to basically encompass the rest of the series after the flashback.
Yeah.
So
That one little fact, especially since it flashback to the scene, was like, yeah, I got this plan going on. It just makes Dazai's planning seem way too conveniently overpowered.
Yeah.
Definitely makes him a bit of a Gary Stu character.
Yeah. But anyway,
Then we get a scene with Dazai in a art museum,
yep.
Yeah.
and he's meeting with the older guy from the special ops team of the Port Mafia,
Monocle Dude.
the monocle dude, and they're discussing how Akutagawa got into the dick.
Basically, they actually set everything up to where Akutagawa and Atsushi would meet up.
Well, they said that they had
leaked the information to the blonde woman. And then, of course, she's going to tell Akutagawa. And then they knew that Akutagawa would be rushing
Right there.
Yeah.
And basically, their meeting on the Dick, their meeting would be basically planned from the get-go.
Yep.
So I gotta bring this up. I do love these sort of factions within factions going on here. The little backroom dealings and everything that are kind of moving the story sort of under the noses of the heads of all the different factions themselves.
But interestingly enough, Dazai brings this up because Atsushi and Akutagawa are going to need to keep this in mind for when the real demon shows up.
Which, well, in a perfect segue, we get introduced to Fyodor Dostoevsky.
Crime and punishment.
Oh, and apparently Leet Haxor.
Yep.
Because there you go, he's our laughing man.
And he was meeting with, God, what's his name? The guy who wrote the Scarlet Letter.
Yeah, the Scarlet Letter ability.
Oh, why can't I remember the author's name?
I don't think he's listed.
Character sheets.
Is he listed?
I
No,
don't think he's listed.
Yeah, later characters I don't think were listed. I guess we can find out.
Yeah, we actually haven't looked at these character sheets in a while.
No, we haven't.
We've actually been remembering a lot of characters' names really well, except for this time around.
Nathan Hawthorne.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Nathan Hawthorne. Yeah, what was the name of the woman that was... I think she's on the next page. Margaret... Margaret Mitchell?
Margaret Mitchell.
That's, nope. Wrong girl.
It was the woman that he was fighting with in their episodes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that
Gone
was
with the Wind.
that was her.
Yeah. So, basically, she's still alive too, even though we thought she was dead when we told the extra out on the sheets. But he's working with the new main bad guy, whose name is Russian and I can't remember. And basically, he's working with him to ensure Margaret's safety and recovery, I guess.
So again, a nice personal motivation, backroom dealings, and there you go.
Setting up for a season 2.
And how?
So,
And speaking of setup, last scene of the episode, Atsushi, Akutagawa on a pier.
staring at each other, staring longingly into each other's eyes.
And the Dojin riders go apeshit.
Anyway,
Dick joke.
as far as the second half of this series went, it was... I thought the last few episodes were really good, but the preceding 8 episodes were really lackluster.
I'm still trying to figure out those first 4 episodes.
Why they needed a flashback that long?
Why they need a flashback that long?
No, I mean, if it seems like the only purpose of that flashback was to give the viewer an insight to Dazai's motivations. They could have done that in 1 or 2. You could have done that in an OVA easily. You didn't need 4 episodes for it.
We could talk a lot more, and I think we will at some point.
Yeah, when we get around to a review for this, I think.
Yep.
But
Yep, season 2 better come quick.
Maybe.
Hopefully,
anyway,
I'm looking forward to it.
so let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep. Thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't.
But that's gonna do it for this series on Anime Reaction, because there are only so many dick jokes we can tell. I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
I am biggest dickus.
See you next time.
I had to make sure that I got the tall reference in.
They get it.
Go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talk.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga and check out our new and improved Patreon page, which surprisingly doesn't have any dick jokes.
We're working on it.
Don't.